You up for it?
Yeah, well,
Offering £100.
maybe I
Right. This is the challenge. All you have to do is sit at the water level, right, and bend the bottle so that the line, see the line here?
Yeah.
So that it bends, and I want you to get the surface of the water to follow the line.
Impossible, Jack.
Try it. Watch, because there's a hole here. If you bend it too much, the water's going to come out.
What's your intelligence? No, it doesn't.
You say that again?
It doesn't bend.
Water doesn't bend?
No.
So what if I scaled this up and made it bigger?
Fuck.
Would it bend then?
No, it just moves.
Just moves.
Yeah.
The water will always collapse and the surface will always be level?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how big I make it?
Yeah.
Do you believe you live on a round ball?
Yeah.
Why? I've just showed you it's impossible.
The world's flat.
Do you believe you live on a globe?
On a globe as in the world?
Yes. Could I ask you, what's your #1 proof that you believe that?
Oh, I suppose, I don't know, it's just been ingrained in you, hasn't it?
Yep.
So, yeah.
If I asked you if you could give me the #1 proof that you live on a globe.
Stop.
A picture from space.
Picture from space.
Picture from space.
Do you think that those are real?
Yeah.
There are so many assumptions to what flat earth means. It's just another part of the mess that we are in. Flat earth here simply means an ongoing investigation into the full dimensions of the reality that we're experiencing right now. It does not mean a pizza pan fucking dish. It does not mean a flat disc flying about the vacuum of fucking space. The vacuum of space and all that jazz comes from the globe cult. It comes from the priests of the globe cult and its disciples who are followers within the globe cult. They are the ones who push that fucking shit. That is not what goes on here. We, understand that there has been huge lies told in regards to where we live. The globe does not match observed reality. Do you believe you live on a globe?
Yes.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Can I ask you why?
Science kind of proves that.
Well, this is the thing, but I should have said this before I started. I love science.
Right.
And I'm a natural science guy. Do you know what natural science is?
Not exactly. No.
Natural science is basically observing the world, you know.
Right.
And science like that should be based on empirical proof, which is testing, observing, repeating, so that we come to understandings about reality and stuff like that. So you were saying you believed you lived on a globe.
Yes,
but
aye.
do you know why?
Well, there's scientific measurement. We've been in space, we can actually observe that.
You've been to space?
I've not been to space, no.
Do you think those images that you see are actual photographs?
Yes.
You do?
Aye.
Although they tell you on the NASA site they're not.
Do they?
Yes.
Right, okay.
If we were living in a sphere, we would have real 24-hour video, real images from space, but we don't.
And how can you provide evidence that the pictures aren't real?
Because they tell me. Who? NASA.
They haven't told me that they.
Go to their website and they'll tell you that all their images are composite images. They're composite images, they're not photographs. And the reality is that none of those photographs or videos are actually real. Yeah, they tell you on their website. Honestly, they're composite images. Now, how would you feel if I says this to you? There is absolutely zero, none, real pictures from space. No video, no pictures, none of them are real.
The point of the fact I've never been there to witness it myself, you could be talked into that, a different person could be talked into that.
Exactly.
I believe.
So, but you understand that you believe it because of the images that they show you. So does it not shock you that none of the images are real?
I think these images are real.
Well, why do you think that?
It's just why do you think that?
Why do you think that?
I think I just accept them. I think I'm halfway. I trust.
You trust them. Well, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for an honest answer. The fact is that NASA tell you on their website that the images they're showing you are computer generated. None of them are real. They tell you they're images, they don't tell you they're photographs. They've done that deliberately because then they could be held accountable for misinforming people. Do you believe you live on a globe?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
You do. Can I ask you why?
Because there's images from space that there's enough scientific proof to prove that we do.
The same as these two guys, scientific proof.
Could you give me your best proof that you live on a globe?
I'd have have to Google some sort of image of the world, but that's as good as it comes.
So would it be true to say that you believe it's a globe because you were taught that?
Yeah, that'd be accurate.
That's accurate. What about yourself?
Tim Peake's Twitter account.
So you
believe,
believe
yeah.
Tim Peake yourself?
But I believe in all the science, but also all of the images that we've seen of the Earth and
Yep.
space.
Do you both believe that you live on a globe?
Yeah.
You believe you live on a
do,
globe?
yeah.
Can I ask you one at a time why? What would be your number one proof that you lived on a globe?
I don't know, I think just because from a young age we've all been kind of taught that.
Yep. Great,
So
great response. So
yeah.
that's for you. That's the reason.
I think everybody else speaks about it like that as well, though. There's not
Yeah.
really much else that
Yeah.
speaks about it
So
differently.
you were taught it from nursery school,
Yeah.
and you carried on through life, and they showed you plastic globes, and everybody just believed it. If I asked you, do you believe that you live on a ball? What was your response? I take it you believe you live on a sphere, a globe. Mm-hmm. Could you tell me your number one proof for why you believe that?
Gravity.
Gravity. What is gravity?
Well, I suppose everything goes to the centre of the Earth.
Yeah. Could you give us a practical example of that? Yep. So I can explain that as the keys and the materials that that's made of is more dense than the medium that it's in air right now.
Yeah.
Therefore it falls. But they have to invent these incredible magic forces. So you've got a magic force that they call gravity that can hold trillions upon trillions of tons of water stuck to a globe.
Yeah.
But a tiny midgie or a tiny fly can float, no problem. Without the sphere, all you need is density and buoyancy.
So what's the force pulling my keys to the floor?
Density, because the keys are so dense. Here's the thing, you get a helium balloon, the helium balloon rises. Why? There's gravity.
Well, the helium is lighter than oxygen.
Exactly. So why do we need gravity? Because you understand that it's less dense than the oxygen, so it rises. It's not because of any forces, other than it being lighter than the environment of the sun. Yeah. You have natural science, you have formal science and social science. Things like mathematics are a formal science because they don't depend on empirical observations. You can start from an axiom or a presumption, you can create a mathematical model. You understand these types of things. So natural science for me is observable, testable, repeatable. Would you agree that that's the core of science?
Yeah.
So if I make a claim to you about reality, I should be able to scale it, produce it, repeat it, and everybody can then do that. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Would you agree? So, could you give me one practical example of a body of water conforming to the exterior of a shape?
Off the top of my head, no.
No, you couldn't. Can I ask you why you think that's not possible?
Not sure.
I failed science, so I've got no idea.
I'm struggling as well, I'm afraid.
Could you give me one practical example of a body of water conforming to the exterior of any shape?
Body of water conforming to a shape.
It's no reality, is it? You know, if I was to show you a test tube of water, you know that it's contained and it's flat at the top. A bathtub of water, a swimming pool, a dam, a lake, an ocean. The physics don't change. So if we were standing here and the ground was starting to curve away from us with water on it, the water would flow.
Yeah.
So does it make you question then the validity of people telling you that you live on a sphere? There's a large body of water. You know that that's absolutely flat and parallel because that's how water behaves. If I was to bend the sides of that down, what would happen to the water?
I don't know where the heck it goes to.
All water finds and seeks its own level. As soon as it finds that, the surface here will be perfectly level and flat. That's how we used it in construction years and years ago. If I wanted to find if something was level, I would use what? You use spirit levels and stuff. You know, we know all these things. See, if I had a big hole somewhere and I wanted to find out if it was level, I'd fill it with water. So it's the most accurate measuring tool we have. If you used a laser's fine and small can, you know, in a house and stuff. As soon as you go to a big environment, if I was to measure across there, the laser would start getting sprayed everywhere because it's affected by the moisture in the air, you know, refraction, diffraction, reflection and stuff. So water's more accurate. So that's the thing, you know, the place is 80% covered in water. That tells me beyond any shadow of a doubt it ain't no fucking globe.
Right.
You know?
But right, I'm going to look into this and I'm really interested.
When
But I just want to know what do you think it is?
Well, right now, you know, on my channel, we don't claim any map or model through. As I say, you get the agencies who try and, you know, because there's a lot of attention on this, because obviously it's a huge secret. So they try and, you know, push these maps and models and then try and get you to adopt them so they can attack it, because there's flaws in it. So what I would suggest to you is what if you get into this, don't listen to the end that telling you this is what the flat earth is, this is what it looks like, because it's all bollocks. Right? We don't know what it is. Our stance is, we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's not a globe, but what we need now is full exploration. We need the world awake to it, and we need all the militaries in the world exploring in order to find exactly what the full dimensions are, because it's being hidden for us right now. You know, how water behaves liquid. You could never, if I was to get a huge swimming pool and submerge a shape under the water, would you expect to see the shape in the top of the water? Of course you wouldn't. Of course you would. You know, we build, construct based on these principles. Water is a natural element. You know, it has a natural law and behaviour to it, and we use it in construction. We have done for thousands of years. You know, by using it as a level, because we understand that it's a part of reality and it's a definite in reality. That's how it behaves. So we can depend on it. So what I would say to people then is, how can we be living on a sphere? Well, if you were making a cup of tea or running a bath or a swimming pool, you understand that water has to be contained. Right. If I was to say to you, you know, let's build a huge swimming pool here, and then I was to say to you, well, look at the middle of the water, there's a hump in the middle of the water, you would know that that was ridiculous, wouldn't you? Right. So how can you live on a globe when the place is covered 79% in water? You know, you run a bath, you go to a swimming pool, you go to a lock or a dam, and you know, like the pond there, you know that that to me is just a smaller representation of an ocean. Yeah. An ocean's no different. The physical properties don't change on scale. You know, it's not like the oceans are made of jelly or souffle where it can curve round the exterior of a ball. Water doesn't behave like that. Yeah. It doesn't matter who tells you. Yeah. And it's no scientific unless you can show me it. Yeah. You know? Would you agree with that? Yeah. Like, if I say I've got a pink unicorn, and you say show me, and I can't show you, are you going to believe that I've got a pink? Of course you're not going to believe it. So it's about common sense. If I took a sheet, a square, a triangle, a pyramid, and I tried to get a body of water to cling to it, round the outside of it, we know that's not reality. Right, so that's what I'm saying to you. If it's not testable, repeatable, observable, how is it reality?
Like, surely our atmosphere keeps it in here.
What do you mean?
Well, just that. Like, I mean, I don't know the science yet, I've not started yet.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, this is what we're trying to kind of, you know, spark critical thought and common sense in people.
Right, well, I'll look into this. There's no doubt about that.
Aye. So, I've asked you for a practical example of a body of water conforming to the exterior of a shape. You don't think that's possible?
It's not that I didn't think it was possible, it's just I couldn't think of one off the top of my head.
I'm the same.
Do you think it's possible?
No.
You don't? Well, it's based on what we test and observe 100% of the time. We know for a fact that it will never, if I was to submerge a shape under that water right now, we would never see a silhouette of that shape on top of the water, because that's not how water behaves. So then I'll go back and I'll ask another question. Do you still think you live in a globe?
You'd have to come back to me on that, yeah.
Oh, I don't know now, I'm confused.
Still think we live on a globe.
You still think we live on a globe. So I'll go back to the start again. Natural science, real science, practical, testable, observable, repeatable. We know beyond any shadow of a doubt the properties and the behaviours of liquids, and we know that it doesn't conform to the exterior of a shape. So is it science then that vast oceans are claimed to be clinging to the exterior of a sphere?
I'll go for maybe at the moment.
Maybe?
Let's say yes.
You'd say yes, it's possible? But we've established that we don't have any practical example.
Oh, crikey. Oh, I've got no idea.
You've got me there, yeah.
You've got you there.
Very
Smash.
interesting
Honesty
point.
is all. That's
Yeah.
what we're looking. We're not here to convince you and be imposing. We want honesty. So I'll go to my next point. Again, natural science. In natural science, testable, observable, repeatable, 100% of the time. Two opposing pressure systems require a solid separation between them, or else we have a thing called equilibrium. Do you understand what that means?
Yeah.
Yep. So, you know, a vacuum, which is a negative pressure system, and a positive pressure system is what we live in. Do you think that the two of them can exist side by side without a solid barrier?
It's a good question.
Would you have a practical example if you thought it was real?
No.
Right.
I don't have any examples. I don't think so. No.
So if you took a deodorant can out and removed the metal, you know, and you just had the gas there, would the gas keep its form, or would it equilibrate with the rest of the?
Equilibrate.
Because that's what we know in the test and reality 100% of the time. So do you still believe that space is a vacuum?
It's a very deep question. Again, I'll go for maybe.
This is why I do journalism. This is too complex. Maybe.
Could you give me one practical example of two opposing pressure systems existing side by side without a solid separation between them?
I don't even follow.
Well, they say that space is a vacuum,
Yeah.
and that we live in a pressurised system. You know, so those are two opposing pressure systems. In reality, when we observe and test opposing pressure systems, they have to have a solid barrier between them, or you have equilibrium. So your fridge, freezer, a gas canister, you know, if something's a different pressure from the environment, it has to be sealed, or it will equilibrate. Do you understand? Well, if you have a vacuum, which is, you know, as a negative pressure system, so if you were to go to the back of the fridge freezer that has piping and a condenser and these things, it causes a pressure, the same as your heating in your home, you know, that builds up a pressure. Now if you were to remove the pipes, what would happen? You wouldn't have pressure, because it would equilibrate with the environment that you're in. So that's what I'm saying. If, you know, natural science requires proof of claims. So like, I can't show you my pink unicorn. You can't show me a body of water conforming to the exterior of a shape, nor can you show me two opposing pressure systems existing side by side without a barrier between them. So why would I accept that as reality? Only because of NASA and these institutions. So you know they tell you that space is a vacuum, and that we live in an atmosphere, a positive pressure system. So I can say there's a negative pressure system and a positive pressure system. Now in reality, two opposing pressure systems 100% of the time require a solid separation. Do you agree with that?
Go along with that, aye?
Yep, because that's reality and that's what we observe. So why would you then believe that it was different on a larger scale?
In what sense?
Well, they're telling you that there's a vacuum up there,
Right.
and that we're in a pressurised system and there's no solid barrier between the two of them.
But is it not the atmosphere?
Well, the atmosphere is what we're living in right now.
Yeah.
So it's a gas, it's air, it's all these things. It's a different pressure from a vacuum.
So what are your suggestions up there then?
All I'm saying is pointing out the contradictions of what we test in reality. For me, if somebody claims there's another medium up there has to be a solid barrier. That's based on natural science. But we want you to trust your common sense. We want you, you know reality. You know, you live in it the same as us. We're all scientists. Natural science is about observing, testing and repeating. Anything that moves beyond that is a religion, as far as I'm concerned. So when people tell you these things like, we live on a globe, now I've got a channel open and it's been open for 2 years. We've opened it to anybody to come and prove to us that we live on a globe. Do you know how many people we've had doing that?
Not many.
Zero.
Zero.
Why do you think that would be? If we lived on a globe, do you think it would be easy to prove?
If you studied it for your full life, probably.
Why your full life?
I don't know, because you've made it sound like it's something that's hard to prove. So
Well, you know, have you ever experienced curvature anywhere?
I don't think so.
Yes, I have.
Where?
I've spent quite a lot of time on ships.
Where have you seen the curvature?
Well, not actually seen it, but I'm trying to remember the best way to describe it.
Yep.
But you can see when you're out at sea, especially with the sun going down, and the higher up you go, you can basically, describing this really, awfully. Sorry.
Can I help you?
Yeah.
Can I help you? Because this is a thing that's it's a perspective issue.
Yeah.
How our eyes work, right?
Yeah.
We have a horizon. You know what a horizon is? You know, the horizon's always flat and parallel, and it will always be at your eye level, no matter how high you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have an issue when we're looking over a long distance because of how our eyes work. Now, if you can agree or disagree, when we look into the distance, the floor rises, the sky comes down, and the sides come in. So if we're looking along a train track, the train track, you can see the width while you're standing. As you look along the train track, it starts to narrow, come in on itself. That's how our eyes work. Now we have a thing called the vanishing point, convergence, where things condense so much they become so small that they vanish. Now you'll have heard, I'm sure, in your lifetime that ships disappear over the curvature of the earth. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yep, yep. Now you're aware nowadays that we have technology like super zoom cameras. There's one in particular called a P900 Coolpix. We can observe a ship going into the horizon and totally vanishing, totally gone. We can then pull out the camera and zoom back in and bring the full thing into full view again. Okay, we were told that the ships go over the curvature of the earth, but now we've got modern video equipment. We've got things with super zooms on them. So, and there's many videos, go and check out yourself. So, because this is how our eyes work, there's a convergence point, and we've got a perspective. The floor rises, the sky comes down and the sides meet in. Like if you were looking along a rail track, you know, they start to narrow. Then there's a point where it converges and it vanishes. Right, that's what happens with ships. Now if you can wait until the ship is totally gone, well out of sight, you can't see it, you can pull one of these cameras up, zoom right in and bring the thing back into full view again. Right. It's
Where can I see this?
YouTube, anywhere you like. There's loads. What would I look for? P900 Super Zoom. There's loads of guys doing it. They show you the effects, the same effects looking over the salt flats and stuff, where you can create the same, you know, things disappearing that are not disappearing. It's how our eyes work. You know, it's just like we've got so much moisture in there. Like right now, you look across here, things are coming down to the floor, the sky's coming down. You can see, you know, things get smaller. Right? That's just how every artist paints a flat horizon. They understand perspective, but they tell you that it's going over a body of water, right, over the curvature. Now here's the ridiculous thing, right? If you're standing here and the ground starts to slope away from you over there, right, and I pour water on the ground, what's going to happen to the water?
It's going to run down that way.
Of course it is. Right. What I would say to you is this: there's cameras now that Nikon have created called a P900 Coolpix with a super zoom. There's so many people all over Earth now who are videoing the stars and what they call planets, and they're nothing like NASA showed you. Nothing like NASA showed you. They're no solid body things. Most of the stars are like plasmic electrical fields that are just morphing in and out. You know what a logical fallacy is? Right? So if I see circles in the sky, that's no scientific proof that I live on a circle. Right? That's like saying the pool balls are round, therefore the pool table's round. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
It's a logical fallacy. So I look for real proofs, testable, repeatable, measurable proof of
but they measure it with mathematics.
But mathematics is a formal science. You can start from a false axiom.
Everything is built around mathematics.
No, it's not.
You like the smallest atoms is mathematics.
Yep.
Like quantum, what's it called? Quantum mechanics, everything is built around mathematics. Mathematics is the universal language.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Mathematics is reality was here before mathematics. Okay.
Yeah.
So men created a language to describe reality, and they called it mathematics. Mathematics, you can start from a false axiom and build a construct based on your false axiom. Where mathematics is found to be lacking is when you take it and you try and apply it to actual real life observations. Now if you don't have the real life observation, your mathematics is wrong. So they'll tell you in mathematics that water can conform to spheres, you can have negative and positive pressure systems existing side by side in mathematics. So what I'm saying to people is, can you give me a practical example for the mathematics? If you don't have the practical example, there's something wrong with your mathematics.
Yeah.
Definitely, and this is the other thing, you know, there is absolutely zero proof for a globe. Right? There's absolutely...
You can actually see the curvature of the Earth in places.
Yeah, you can.
Right.
It's near. If you go up, doesn't matter how high you go, the horizon will be flat, parallel with your eyes, it'll be eye level with you, it doesn't matter how high you go.
Right, so explain to me then, how would you, right, say you started at point A, anywhere in the globe, and you went all the way around it, and you came back to the same place. Right, so how's that work? If it's not
did you do that?
My dad's done his in the merchant navy, like he's done that.
But this is how easy it is, right? And I'm going to show you right now. Right now I'm in the UK, right? And I'm going to go around the world. You watching? It's right there. I'm back again. Is the pavement a round ball?
I can't see for the sun there.
Is the pavement a round ball? No. So do you understand how you could go around the world like that then?
No.
Well, see that big pond there? See if I was to go there and I was to put 7 continents in it.
Yep.
Right? That would be an accurate representation of the reality we actually live in.
But surely if you went in a straight line from point A and then came back to point A again.
A perfectly straight line?
Yeah, well, as straight as you could do, right, you know, being practical.
But that's hearsay. You know?
How is it hearsay?
Because you've never done it.
Well, I've never done it.
But you say your dad would win the world. I know people would win the world, but they didn't go in a perfectly straight line.
No, possibly not. Like, I mean, that's practically impossible.
So what we're trying to point out is just how they say these things to you and they push it as if because if I went running a flat plane, I could still say, oh, but running the ball, there's nothing any different. What we're looking for is actual proofs that it is a globe.
Right.
So we ask people if they can just give us one proof that it is a globe.
Off the top of my head, no.
Right.
Just other than what I've been told and what I believe and what I've read.
Yeah.
And people's experiences.
Yeah. So would you say then it's because of what you were told? And,
yes.
That's perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. But what we're trying to show people is that when you actually look for proof, guys like us, we were the same. We believed we lived in a globe through childhood, all the way up until you actually, applied natural science and you actually look for real proofs, and there's none.
Right.
Everything tells us that it's stationary and flat. Have you ever felt the earth move? Do you think that it does move? Can I ask you why?
I just think it is. I've read about it, so.
Well, how would you feel if I suggested to you that the earth was actually still and it never moved?
I probably believe it, aye.
Well, if I asked you, do you believe it's round? A globe? You don't?
No.
Right, this is good, because this is where we're going. Quite shocking if I told you that there is absolutely 0 pictures and video from space that are real.
I believe you.
There's none
at all. None. So they all been made in the air, and they've been make them look like if they're in a move.
Because you can't get out this very solid up there. It's solid. That's why the stars don't.
There's no wind either.
No.
So why the flag is flagging if there's no wind?
Well, they never went to it.
Of course, somewhere.
They never went to it.
There was somewhere in America they made it look like if they were.
So you know that. So you're aware of that then. Yeah, good. That's good.
I saw probably on television. Yeah.
It's being released now that the live about these things. But the thing is that the Earth is not a globe. How does that make you feel?
Different than what you thought it was, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, if I say this to you, that they tell you that the Earth is covered 80% water. Now we know that water seeks its own level, and that it will form the shape of its container. Water will never conform to the exterior of a shape.
Something's not quite right anywhere. Something's not quite right.
The ocean. These guys have been paid to tell these fucking lies. Right? It's absolutely ridiculous and total nonsense that people believe that in 1967 they fired a rocket the first time, never tried it before. Oh, we made it all the way to the moon. While they're on the phone to Nixon, 238,000 miles away on the moon, speaking to Nixon, and the reason people believe it's because they've seen it on the telly. Right? So you've never considered that question?
No. I've never been asked either.
Are you thinking about it now?
I'm just thinking about that. I'm just thinking about the way you have told me this and that. Yeah. That's
so
true.
if I say to you, there's absolutely 0 proof that we live on a globe. All the scientific proof tells us that we're stationary and flat.
As I say, something never. No. I have to be honest. No.
Have you ever felt the earth spin? Have you ever felt any emotion?
Apart earthquakes, no.
Earthquakes. Or when you've had a few drinks?
No, I don't drink at all. No.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I know there's all the conspiracy theories, but I did believe men went to the moon until maybe a few seconds ago, and now I'm doubting that fact. Maybe there is an alternative fact.
Just like if I don't have the pink unicorn to show you, is it reality?
Yeah, but you can't prove a pink unicorn. You can prove that there is something else in the universe.
Prove to me how a body of water conforms to the exterior of a sphere.
I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
We're all scientists. Natural science is about your common sense and your observations.
Natural science, but like, if you believe that mathematics is the universal language of everything that exists, then with my level of mathematics, I can prove anything, because I haven't read enough to know this mathematics.
But you still believe what they tell you?
I believe what they tell you because people that are like Isaac Newton, who is probably one of the greatest geniuses that ever lived, tell me that. Like, he and others that have proven his works tell me that. Like Einstein, I don't say I'm smarter than Einstein.
No, but this is what I'm saying. You're saying that they've proved it. What I'm asking you is, where is the proof?
No, but still, okay. I can't like put my hand on the moon and say this is.
But can you show me how water conforms to a sphere?
No.
Well, why do we believe it?
Because of gravity.
Give me a practical example of gravity.
I just don't understand how you can think. Like, that's like going back to like the 1600s when they thought they were going to fall off the end of the earth.
But that's what they told you. They told you that there was an edge.
What are you suggesting is there if it isn't?
Nobody knows.
Right.
Because there's a thing called the Antarctic Treaty in Antarctica. Where I think it's 47, don't quote me on that. 47 nations, right, work in unison in order to protect Antarctica. Now in the middle, they're all at war with each other. Right, but in Antarctica, many people suggest and many people think, I'm no one of these that's included by the way, that Antarctica is actually all the way round the outside is. What's never been done is north to south circumnavigation. It's probably impossible. Practically possible and physically probably impossible, you know, because for me,
you can fly though.
It's not a globe.
You can fly.
Well, you could fly, you'd think you would, and you'd think with the bodies vast, you know, varying pictures and stuff, but I'll go back to it again. You know, you go to NASA's website, they'll tell you that all the images you're seeing there are composites. They're composite images, they're no actual photographs, because, you know, you can't get out.
I thought you could see the curvature of the earth when Concorde was flying. Do you know that for a fact?
Well, I know for a fact there's people put balloons up, and there's one I could show you right now at 121,000 feet. The horizon's at eye level, flat as a fucking pancake. Now, if you're on a sphere, right, if you're on the top of a sphere, you start to rise up to the sphere, 360 degrees round you, the horizon would start to drop. So the higher you go, you would start looking down at the horizon, because you're on a sphere. That's not reality. When you go on a plane and the higher it goes up, the horizon keeps rising to your eye level. Well, you know, I would suggest that I would stop anybody from adopting any beliefs, because for me a belief is a substitute for knowing. So right away I would encourage people not to believe anything, to trust your own senses and to trust real natural science, which is observable, testable, repeatable. That's how we operate, that's how we construct. We have technology. There is an objective reality that's really there, that we can measure, test and depend on. So what I would say is, don't believe in any institution who's telling you that you should believe. For me, there's an issue with that. The fact of the matter is that for over 2 years now, myself, we've got a guy, Gavin, who's involved, who has an honours degree from Glasgow University in mathematics and physics. He understands that what he's been told is a lie. I have so many other friends now, because they based a lot of this stuff on false axioms. You know, they started from a false premise, and then they create a mathematical construct based on a false premise. Now, the false premise in this case is that the Earth is a sphere.
Yeah, but that's what you guys say.
Yeah. Well, again, I went and I searched extensively, and I looked for proof, and I have found zero proof that the Earth is a globe. There is no measurable curvature. All things in nature, everything in natural science tells me beyond any shadow of a doubt that it cannot be a sphere I'm living on. The mountain of proof that it's flat and stationary is like that. Zero proof for a globe, loads of proof to say that it's flat and stationary. You still believe you live in a globe?
I'm going to have to think about that one. I think so.
Still believe I live in a globe.
You still believe you live in a globe?
What you say.
What I'll say now is, as I say, my platform's open. If you decide to go away and the seeds have been planted here, and you start to go through the process and trying to prove to yourself that it is a globe, would you be willing to come on live if you think you found proof? Would you come on live and share the proof so that you can prove it's alright?
If I find proof, I would certainly come along.
Absolutely, if I find it. Yeah.
Happily, yeah.
Yeah. So measurable curvature, practical examples, you know, these types of things that we've spoken about today. I would really appreciate that, and I can only thank you for your time. Alright?
Pleasure.
Grand.
Thank you.
I mean, how do you feel about that? Is it making you question, or?
It does make you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, do you really want to know?
Okay, hi people. So this is another shot, but you know, I'm hoping that it triggers some topic of discussion for later tonight, because it's something I would really like to thrash out with people. And it's this whole notion of the religious ideas of where we are, what it means, who we are, why we're here, and why, for me, I accept absolutely fucking none of it, right? And why I encourage none of you to accept it, and I encourage everybody to ditch it, okay? Because it is no fucking different than any of the other crap that has been placed within our culture and pushed to us as an option, right? A false option as far as I'm concerned. What can I say about this? For me, you know, I get involved and I looked a lot at the evolution creationism debate. And again, it's a debate because both are religious, okay? We have absolutely no practical example or any reason to put faith or belief in non-living matter randomly popping from nowhere and producing complex life, consciousness, and all these aspects, okay? And at the same time, I have no practical example or proof of anybody's religion being true, right? For me, the religions came about through bewilderment, through people not knowing where they are, through fear, war, you know, and people started to, you know, create these comfort blankets. So again, the idea that life just randomly appears from nowhere with no meaning, no rhyme or reason is fucking preposterous. The same as a grey, bearded, white-haired man in the clouds who made everything in an instant just on a whim to satisfy himself. None of these stories make any fucking sense to me whatsoever. You know, I know I've just skimmed over it and, you know, generalised it and, you know, no went into it in depth, but, you know, I'm open to discussion with anybody who is also open to discussion and open to being questioned on, you know, their religious claims. So, it's not about me, you know, denying that where I'm is some sort of creation and it's done through design, because that is what I think, right? You know, for me, nothing happens without mind. Nothing happens without intent. Now, what mind or minds and what that intent actually is up for question, right? The reality of my situation is, I was born here, I had certain, you know, characteristics to me, expectations, you know, whatever you like, and what I was witnessing confused me. It confused me that nobody knew who we were, why we were here, what it was about, right? None of the explanations offered have ever sat right with me, okay? There is an objective reality here that we can explore, that if we get to the outer reaches would probably take us closer to who we are, right, and why we're here. So, I'm no, you know, here to push some religious nonsense or answer. I don't know what the truth of this situation is. But as I say, you know, if there's a lesson to be learned out of this, it's to take nothing on hearsay. It's to take nothing unless you experience it and know it for yourself. And it's a very dangerous game to pull people into that, right? Because then you're setting yourself up for deception. I'm open to any dialogue. I'm not a guru. I don't have all the answers, okay? But I recognise bullshit and manipulation when I see it. And I'm going to call it every fucking time, okay? Peace.
Do people really believe that because apparently somebody ate a bat, the whole fucking world shuts down? I mean, you have to be seriously fucking retarded. Seriously fucking retarded if that's what you actually believe. But they use fallacious, appeals yet again, trying to play on people's emotions, disguising it by it's for the good of all, it's for the good of all. It's not for the good of all. There's a few things happening here. One for me is the economy is going to be collapsed. It's part of the New World Order. Anybody that's been looking into it knows the plan. So how are you going to achieve that? How are you going to disguise all the holes in the monetary system that have been here? From the banks to corrupt politicians to all the corruption within. You have to collapse it by some random event of nature so that they then go off scot-free, because this is going to disguise the other holes that are there. Not only that, people are forgetting about all the other aspects of the paedophile rings and other corruption. Not to mention the very fact that they've been lying to us about the very fucking house that we think we live in. That being the world.
Whether I defend it like water. I really want to mock that guy, but he looks like he could beat the shit out of me. So I'm just
no, man, I'm just going to rip the fucking piss out you because you've not got a fucking leg to stand on. Sit in front of me and speak to me direct, you weak little clown. I'll rip the piss out you and destroy you with words. That's how fucking weak you are, son. Doesn't even need to get physical. I could make you cry and piss and shite yourself all at the same time. So then we move into the mainstream media and how they want to represent people like me. Now remember, I'm a realist. I believe they lived on a globe. I understand now that's utter bollocks. Okay? I know beyond any shadow of a doubt the Earth's plane is a plane. The liquid tells me it. My visuals tell me it. The applied sciences, navigation, construction are telling us it complicitly that you're on a level plane. So practical reality is wrong because of an image. No, I don't think so. So I know that I'm not on the exterior of a fucking potato rock.
Yes, conspiracy theories are way more exciting than the truth. Take, for example...
There we go right away. Conspiracy theories. I'm not conspiring to fucking deceive anybody. You. All right, mate, with a fucking woman's tap on. What the fuck is wrong with you, son? All right? I am not conspiring with anybody. I'm representing facts, what I know to be true in my objective reality. So take your wee conspiracy theorist phrase and ram it right up your shite pipe, sonny boy.
Example, flat earthers. This year is...
There we go, all right, we've got a generalisation right away under an umbrella. You remember the populace have got these pictures painted in their minds, so they just need to say the phrase and instantly everybody's lumped in under the one phrase. Okay, flat earthers.
Seen a renaissance, if that's the right word, of people who believe the world is flat.
I don't believe it, and you need to ask yourself why it's ever increasingly growing and why people are more and more are asking questions. Wonder why that is, son. You never contemplated the possibilities that maybe there's an issue to be looked at?
I'm not making this up. This is what flat earthers think the planet looks like.
There we go. You, son, are a fucking barefaced lying little toe rag. I don't fucking believe that's what it looks like. Don't fucking misrepresent me, you lying, dishonest little trout.
There you go, like that. They think it's a disc. It's a flat disc.
What an absolute fucking absurdity. Here, this is the same thing again. You know, it's like, oh, we'll keep the heliocentric model, but what we'll do is we'll just take out the cartoon globe and then impose this flat pizza dish in it and act like that's what everybody's claiming. Utter absurdity.
And all of the globe is spread out this way, and that there is an ice wall around the outside.
Like a stuffed crust pizza.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake, oh, we'll get the props all lined up. Very fucking off the cuff, very intelligent, very real, no scripted crap. We are, right, audience, applaud now, oh, laugh at the monkeys, laugh at the idiotic, unfunny monkeys. Because you're unfunny. Wasn't even the slightest bit fucking funny, you utter moron. You believe you live on a fucking cartoon? You believe you live on a bit of plastic with absurdities going on, you total lunatic?
So do you know that was on the poll? I thought that's just Game of Thrones. Yeah, they genuinely think there's a wall. So flat earthers think that the North Pole.
No, we don't. Stop generalising, you illogical fucking moron.
It's right in the middle here. There we go. The North Pole's in the middle. The Arctic Circle is spread out all the way around, and the government don't want you to go beyond that.
And what Jon Snow doesn't want you to go beyond the wall.
The movement's taken off specifically in the States, and before you mock it.
Specifically in the States? What are you talking about? Where is your research, you fucking utter clown, you? What kind of researcher are you? Just reading for your wee viddy printer? Eh? Not even got a fucking brain in there, moron. Oh, I care about looking like a woman. Yes, I want to show my feminine side, and I'm going to sit on here with my shit. That's all I really care about. Don't give a fuck what I'm saying.
Before you mock the flat earthers, check out their irrefutable science explained succinctly by this one.
Went down to the seashore.
So right away, I don't even know who this woman is. So obviously I'm being lumped with everybody else here. And I'm not fucking happy about that because they don't represent me and I don't represent them. But this is always the tactic. This is why they try and push everybody under umbrellas, which is why, again, it's hugely important that people remain as individuals, represent themselves and define themselves what they're talking about. Don't throw yourself into some umbrella cult and start professing that that's what you are, because this is where it starts to come into play.
Down in New Jersey, and I did my own testing.
What sort of testing?
So you take a straight edge, and you go from one end, and you follow the horizon of the ocean, and you go straight edge just to the other end, and it's flat.
So the idiots here are laughing, but what that woman's actually just said is fucking factual. Okay, you take any 2 points of landmass, like for instance, if I go to Ardrossan, I've got a landmass to the right of me and one to the left, with a distance of nearly 30 miles. There should be 450 feet of measurable, discernible curvature from one point to the other. It's fucking no there. The geometry of a sphere dictates that it must fucking be there, and it's no. So these gullible ignorants are laughing at, I don't even know what they're fucking laughing at. I don't know what they think's funny about it, because when they go out and observe reality for themselves, that's exactly what they'll find. But they're still under a hypnotic trance of believing some absurdity that they see in the fucking TV screen. You can tell they're morons because they're here on a TV fucking show.
To be fair, you undermine anyone's argument. You can undermine anyone's argument if at the end went,
it's not an argument, you clowny. You look very intelligent. It's not an argument, dipshit. Objective reality is singular. It's not a dichotomy. It's not a fucking idea. There only is one.
Also, yeah, I don't think she's right. Right?
Who the fuck is finding these people funny? That, again, this is just a symptom of the retardedness that's going on in the human psyche, that these clowns are somehow funny.
But what shape do you think the Earth is? I'm going to go cube.
Really?
Yeah, because horizon's straight.
Yeah.
Cube.
Yeah.
But also time zone, so you're on the opposite side. And all.
What an utter fucking waffle. The only thing you said that was decent there is that the horizon's a fucking straight line. That's why it's called the horizon. Well done, Nobby. Surely there should be wee workings happening in that brain of yours as you fucking make the realisation. And you could just replace the globe with a cube. I can just claim it's a cube. Oh, but you can't see the corners. You don't know the corners are there because of magic force. Aye. You don't. The 90-degree bend's so massive in comparison to you that you don't even realise that you're going over it.
The map's a square. It's a cube, mate.
All maps are square, all maps are planar. Fuck all.
Well, except that when we sent a leg into space last year, the curve was clearly visible.
You didn't send a leg into space. Space is a vacuum adjacent to your pressurised environment with no solid separation. Oh, I think you better go and look at some physics, actual real world physics, son, and realise that that belief is absolutely absurd. And you're just a wee religious disciple, blindly believing absurdities. You and your wee cronies are the laughing stock of people with any real intelligence. All right? You will soon become just a jester like you are. With no credibility, no place in anybody's society. You're a fucking muppet.
Oh, bugger.
Oh, let's look at the morphing bend, right? So how high are we here? Even if I granted them, say they're 100,000 feet, how fucking small is this wee potato rock? I could run round that in about 20 hours, right? Let's watch it morph. Oh, there, it's getting more bulgy. Oh, no, it's evening out. No, it's evening out. Ah, well, we'll cut it there. We'll cut it there before it shows it straight. Oh, let's no question the lens that are being used. We showed you a fucking video of a prosthetic fucking leg up in the air. And that proves the globe. Oh, very scientific, very logical.
That's fake.
I'm trying to find this funny. You know, I'm not being biased. I'm sitting here just watching it pretty much for the first time. Absolutely nothing funny about what you just says, mate. You're a bit of a fucking moron. Unfunny. No character.
Earlier this year, the UK's first ever Flat Earth conference was held in Birmingham, while in Scotland, one man filmed himself trying to convince Celtic footballer Lee Griffiths to embrace the theory as he left.
One man in Scotland wasn't trying to convince Lee Griffiths of anything. One man in Scotland spoke to Lee Griffiths off the cuff and hoped that he could trigger some discussion. But lo and behold, we get fucking absolute plastic twats like you waffling total nonsense.
Training.
As he left training, he was outside fucking Celtic Park, you utter retard. That's not where they train. Okay? They train in a place called Lennoxtown, you uneducated, unresearched fucking tadger.
Have you heard of flat Earth, Lee? No. You've not heard of flat Earth? Have you ever questioned the shape of the Earth? No. You think you would question it? Have you ever seen bendy water? The Earth's 71% covered in water, right? And we know the surface of water is always horizontal. How can the Earth be a ball? That was Lee Griffiths, Celtic striker. So, hopefully speaks to it.
There's my fucking beautiful image. What are these fucking clowns doing using it without asking me? Huh? That's my material, fuck faces. What are you using it for?
It's the boys in the dressing room, you know.
Well, that was hilarious. Absolutely fucking hilarious. Aye, because we see bendy water every fucking day, don't we? We see bodies of water bending in front of our own eyes and experience that every single day, don't we? No, we don't. Yous, again, are the laughing stock because you believe that bodies of water are rotund and bend and rune stuff. Absolute clowns. Throw them a fucking mackerel for fuck's sake.
I love the idea. I love him hoping he's going to take it into the next team meeting. Just walk in and go, look, just while we're talking about the shape of the team, get in the ball and go, sit. This is round. Take that out, throw it out. That's the world, mate. Never heard of bend it like water. I really want to mock that guy, but he looks like he can beat the shit out of me. So
no, man, I'm just going to rip the fucking piss out of you because you've not got a fucking leg to stand on. Sit in front of me and speak to me direct, you weak little clown. I'll rip the piss out of you and destroy you with words. That's how fucking weak you are, son. Doesn't even need to get physical. I could make you cry and piss and shite yourself all at the same time.
Because you're seemingly wearing an auntie's blouse at the moment.
Exactly.
I just think you know you're in the wrong when a footballer looks at you like you're an idiot.
Did he? Is that what he looked at me like? No. I made a valid point to him, and he couldn't fucking respond because even he knows that he's never seen it.
Round Earth. Every time you say round the globe, there's not some bloke getting a quid. No one's making money out of the idea it ain't flat.
Are you fucking stupid, son? Are you fucking... Now, you're right. Nobody's making money out of saying that it's not a globe. It's the globe cult and all the goings-on within the globe cult society that's making money, making people miserable, robbing them of their fucking spiritual, psychological, emotional foundations. Okay? Stupid ass. You're just a silly wee fucking moron that's never contemplated anything other than I want to be accepted. Because you're so fucking shallow, weak and pathetic and empty inside, wee man.
And listen, don't take our word for it. Today was a lunar eclipse when the curved shadow of the planet Earth made its way across...
Assumptions and insisting that you have no fucking way to verify a fucking anything. You're just a repeating idiot. Oh, there's a circle in the sky and therefore... What? That's no measurable proof that the Earth's a fucking sphere. You don't live in the sky. I don't know, maybe you do. Maybe you live up there amongst the fairies and the dust and all that stuff. But people like me live down here on Earth. The sky has got fuck all to do with it.
That's the moon.
Let's see if you're brave enough to have somebody like me on. Huh? Let's see if you're brave enough to have a comeback. Rather than sit in your wee dipshit echo chamber, slanting things in a particular way. Propaganda. Right? Working for the powers that be, serving your wee masters, you lick-spittle clown.
Thus showing that it's round. Here is some time-lapse footage we took earlier on of today's episode.
So you can see here, these fannies get this, their shitty memes from the same dipshits that have created the Facebook pages and that troll them and that troll the YouTube channels. Coming for these same agencies, right? Never came off his back. He was given this because he's a fucking clown. I don't give a fuck about my aggression towards him. I'm fucking sick of it. These fucking plastic pricks are just misrepresenting everything and serving their fucking masters while the common man, the real people, are kept in the fucking dark. And fannies like him play a huge fucking role in it. So he better start taking responsibility, you weak wee fucking prick you. Let's see if you're fucking brave enough to actually invoke a discussion with real people, right? You've used the fucking material of mine, so why not open up to have the actual discussion? Invite me on your fucking idiotic wee show. And you'll not be chaining me with fucking rules. I will continually be pissed off and display this contempt, right? Because they're in the fucking wrong. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. You should take the refined refrains, you know, anally tight, professor approach, you know, yes. No, Channel 4. Yes, I'll address you like this. Yes. Impassioned, like a robot. Yes. You know, as I say, they're misrepresenting and spewing crap. I never asked them for it. They brought it to me. You don't go poking nests and not expect a reaction. Again, it just fuels me continually. And I'm always going to display contempt. That's part of, you know, my approach. You know, when I'm here and representing myself, and, you know, that's how I'm going to deal with them. If they want to speak to me, you know, face to face, they'll not get that kind of attitude. That's for me to display as my expression here, because that's the way I think people should be treating it. Absurdities and all this nonsense should be met with serious contempt and a fuck you, no nonsense attitude. Well, they've got a response here. Let them fucking play this on Channel 4. Oh, Channel 4, they out there, you know, non-conformists. Let them show me. Fucking and blinding and con them exactly what they are. I doubt it they're going to show any snippets from this.
The original machine had a base plate of prefamulated amulite surmounted by a malleable logarithmic casing in such a way that the two spurving bearings were in a direct line with a panametric fan. The latter consisted simply of 6 hydrocoptic Marsal vanes so fitted to the ambivation lunar wane shaft.
There's nothing to debunk. It debunks itself. When they can't offer you practicality and a definition of what it is they're actually claiming. It's a science of sophism. It's a science of cartoons. It's a science of how to animate things using crayons and wee drawings, but what they're claiming is no science because they can't show it practically. It's no science. It's a science of deception. 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 Is it fucking that up? It's a science of deception. It's a science of deception. Right? It's a science of deception. It's a science of deception. Is it fucking that up? It's a science of deception. 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 Is it fucking that up?
It was a normal lotus or delta type placed in panendermic semi-boloid slots of the stator. Every 7th conductor being connected by a non-reversible.
It's a science of sophism. It's a science of cartoons. It's a science of how to animate things using crayons and wee drawings, but what they're claiming is no science because they can't show it practically. It's no science. It's a science of deception. 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 Is it fucking that up? It's a science of deception. It's a science of deception. Right? It's a science of deception. It's a science of deception. Is it fucking that up?
It may also be employed in conjunction with a drawn reciprocation ding alarm to reduce sinusoidal repleneration.
Gravitoids. It's a science of deception. Gravitoids. It's a science of deception. Is it fucking that up? Gravitoids. It's a science of deception. 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 The big scary gravity, the big scary institutions with all the fucking brown beating and the refuse to authority. Bollocks, this is what I'm talking about. Take control of yourself. Commit. Stand up for yourself. Commit. Stand up for yourself. Have a no-nonsense approach. Commit. Stand up for yourself. Commit. Stand up for yourself. Have a no-nonsense approach. Well, I've got a fucking big BMX that can fly. Show me a big BMX that can fly. Carrie, you're a fucking bullshit lying piece of shit, fuck off. Oh, I've got a Ferrari that goes 340 miles an hour. And I've got a summer house in Spain. Show me. Carrie, fuck off. You're a liar. Oh, I've got this potato rock with gas and water stuck through it that's inside a vacuum and it all just slides here because of magic stuff. So, show me it. Can he? Fuck off. You're a liar. Show me it. Can he? Fuck off. Like you did when you were a child. Commit. Stand up for yourself. Commit. Stand up for yourself. Have a no-nonsense approach. Commit. Stand up for yourself. Commit. Stand up for yourself. Have a no-nonsense approach. And here's a picture of fucking a duck's nose. Black clothes and stuff. Black clothes and stuff. And here's a picture of fucking a duck's nose. Black clothes and stuff. Black clothes and stuff. Show me it. Can he? Fuck off. Show me it. Can he? Fuck off. Let's all conform. Let's all conform and behave like good little children. Do not escape from your box. Conform to the social norm. Conform like a politician. Conform to the social norm. Conform like a politician. Yes. Oh, for fuck's sake, Brenda, we're just on 2 seconds. Now fuck off. We don't want you or your other disciples to go and take a running fuck to yourself, okay? Take it and ram it right up